Kenyatta International Convention Center. Welcome to the 2012 Millennium Excellence Foundation Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize Awards Evening.
The Vice President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka, Honorable Ministers of State, members of the Diplomatic Corps, traditional leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome to the vibrant city of Nairobi in exciting Kenya.
And I'm delighted to formally say Karibu to Africa's most prestigious event, the Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize 2012.
Now, the Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize rivals all international recognition awards. It is an inspirational initiative founded by an African, for Africans and others who deserve worthy recognition for their ongoing achievements.
Please welcome the Honorable Kofi Nyantaki, Executive Director of the Millennium Excellence Foundation, to officially open this evening's proceedings.
We at the Millennium Excellence Foundation believe in meritorious recognition and that whosoever merits praises deserves to and should be praised. Outstanding feats and achievements do not just happen, but by perseverance and through ingenuity and tenacity of purpose. Recognition and applause to the deserving are thus inspiring and also very, very godly. Today, the world is going to discover how mighty yet humble these individuals have been in the service of their fellow human beings. As we acknowledge, recognize, and extol their exemplary achievements, such achievements should serve as the inspirational beacon of light, shining very brightly for the rest of Africans to emulate and excel in all their endeavors. To all of us gathered here in vibrant and exciting Nairobi, as witnesses to this exalted occasion, we say a joyous Karibu in Kenya and Akwaba to you in Ghanaian language. And to the laureate recipients, Africans salute you. Africans exalt you. Africans say, well done to you. For you are deserving of this African recognition. As you transition from laureate recipients to eminent laureates of the African origin. Africa is the new big deal, and we pray that God will bless the continent of Africa. Thank you very much.
Now, there is rhythm, soul, and beat in Africa. To sing joyously is lively, to sing soulfully is living, and to sing to praise is heavenly. For heaven accepts adulation and praises. Let us combine the African rhythm, the beat, and soul to sing the praises of our eminent laureates. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Cultural Women Action for Peace Choir. gathered together here this evening to celebrate achievements, excellence, and service to humanity in Africa.
Our first laureate recipient this evening, unfortunately, cannot be with us. The category is Science and Technology in Africa, and it is awarded to individuals who are dedicated to sustainable development. In his absence, let us acknowledge Dr. Mohammed Al-Baradei for his continued commitment to science and technology in Africa. Our next laureate recipient is for the category of Entrepreneurial Excellence in Africa, which honors people who have promoted socio-economic development through entrepreneurial excellence on the continent. The laureate of the Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize for Entrepreneurial Excellence in Africa is Senora Isabella dos Santos.
Dear friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests, it's a great honor for me to be a candidate for such a prestigious prize and join a long list of distinguished laureates. I would like to thank and congratulate Ambassador Ashim Morton, the founder, chairman of the Millennium Excellence Foundation, for such a positive initiative for our continent. I would like to thank the members of the Board of Directors and the governors of the Millennium Excellence Foundation for considering my name for this award. We live in a continent with great potential, and our main richness is our people. As Africans, we have initiative, leadership, and entrepreneurship, and we are building our own solutions to our problems every day. Thank you for nominating me for the Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize. Warmest regards from Angola. Thank you.
The next laureate recipient is for the category of Media Development in Africa. A free, vigorous, and independent media is a cornerstone, not just of democracy, but of a healthy and flourishing society. This next award goes to an individual who is recognized for his commitment to create an enabling environment at all levels in today's global village, where media provides information leading to enlightenment, protection, and equity for all.
MultiChoice is a proudly African company, proud to be home to dynamic brands and products that touch the lives of over 25 million people in 50 countries each and every day, and surround them with a world of entertainment. But how exactly did MultiChoice and DSTV manage to become such a force across Africa? Well, in no small part due to the efforts of Nolo Letele. After pioneering the Southern African launch of Mnet, MultiChoice's first pay TV channel, Nolo was tasked with heading up the company's expansion into West Africa. He realized that in order to succeed, he needed to live in West Africa, where he could establish strong partnerships and learn from the locals. On his return to South Africa, he became CEO of MultiChoice Africa, a position he held for 12 years, during which time he was named Media Man of the Year, Media Owner of the Year, and won the Naspers Group's most coveted award for Outstanding Long-Term Service, the Phil Weber Award. Nolo has been Executive Chairman of MultiChoice Africa since 2010. But it's about more than all the achievements and awards. Ask anyone what they think of Nolo, and the response is unanimous. There is a great respect for his talents and abilities, for his dedication and commitment, a true appreciation of the love he has for his colleagues, and a love of the way he lives his life. Congratulations, Nolo, on winning this prestigious African award. Thank you for your hard work, your unwavering enthusiasm, your approachability, your loyalty, and your irrepressible sense of humor. Thank you for spending a lifetime enriching African lives.
There seems to be a lot of support for you. Congratulations on winning this prize tonight. Thank you. Now, you have made such huge strides in the media industry in Africa, but what can you describe as your greatest achievement, the one thing that you helped achieve?
Ooh, I'm spoiled for choice now. So I'll just pick one at random. Look, I think that probably the one that stands out the most is in being at the forefront and spearheading DSTV that it is today in 50 countries across the continent.
Now, we've made huge strides in Africa. We've seen the work you've done. We've acknowledged it. But are we where we ought to be in terms of media on the continent?
Look, I think we've come a long way. We've been with DSTV around for, call it 2 decades now, but I think there's a lot that still has to happen. We are not where we would like to be. We need to have more local content, and we need to see Africans showcasing themselves and seeing themselves in their different cultures. So that's still a way to go.
Now, obviously, this is an industry that you're so passionate about. So where do you intend to take media on the continent, and how do you intend to take it to the next step? Is there something big that you're planning that maybe we ought to know about?
Look, it's a journey. I think that if you look at the next 10 years, it's interesting that what actually needs to happen, you have to see broadband very much available to every African, and I'm talking broadband internet. Why? Because it's an enabler. It'll make content available in a much more simplified way. It's good for education. It brings resources to people, and as DSTV, I think you'll see us getting involved in that space, the broadband space, so that's the new one for us. And you'll see us being involved in the migration to digital. We are already in, I think, 5 countries. And you'll see us producing more and more and more African channels from different regions of Africa.
Well, thank you so much for sharing those wise words with us. Congratulations once again on winning your prize tonight.
The Media Development in Africa Prize will be presented by Mrs. Letele and Jim Volkwin. The next prize is the Black Star of Africa. Our next laureate recipient has called for change to traditional and unproductive attitudes and restored hope for his people to assist in their economic empowerment, working together in the interest of their mutual benefits. His dedication, humility, and experience within business has stood out as a beacon for the youth to follow and proves that through honesty and leadership, we can make Africa a better place for the next generation of business leaders.
When he was elected into office back in 2007, he already knew what he wanted to do. A man of social principles, outspoken and honest, a rare quality amongst many African leaders, Governor Moise Katumbi Chapwe was ready to go and bring changes in the lives of his people. The 2008 global economic crunch, however, almost derailed his plans, nearly crippling the mining industry in Katanga. But the resourceful Katumbi displayed his leadership qualities when he introduced radical economic plans, banned exportation of raw minerals and refined ore here at home, reduced taxes and encouraged the mining industry to lower wages than lay off its workers. He came up with modern fishing and farming methods, resulting in a massive increase in the production of maize, reducing the importation of maize from 90% to less than 20% in 2 years. The price of a bag of maize has stayed constant ever since. But to implement and market these basic foodstuffs, he embarked on the rehabilitation of roads on a massive scale in all districts of Katanga, tackling these bad roads and improved them to what they look today. Further capitalize on the vast rivers across the country to build hydroelectronic dams and provide clean drinking water for the people. In his own capacity, he displayed his deep concern and love for the welfare of the people by digging deep in his own pockets towards social projects to further alleviate the plight of his people, such as sending local patients needing surgery to overseas specialists. He initiated the building of schools. hospitals, supplying school desks and computers using the Katumbi Family Trust. He is president of 4 times African champions TP Mazembe and has built a state-of-the-art stadium for the club, and perhaps became the only club across the continent to own its own airplane. When he wanted to quit politics a year ago, more than 1 million people signed a petition begging him not to abandon them. This is Moise Katumbi Chapwe, a man of the people.
This must be such a special moment for you. Congratulations. Now, apparently your followers have dubbed you the Barack Obama of Africa. How do you think that compares to you? Is it something you're proud of?
Thank you very much. I think as African, you've got a goal to make. Like President Obama also is from this country, from Nairobi, from Kenya, from Nairobi. I just want to thank you, the people from Kenya, and I can also repeat his word. Yes, you came to bring peace in Africa.
Maybe next on the cards for you is becoming president?
No, I never dreamed to become a president. I never even dreamed to become a politician one day. I was busy in the business family, and I grown up in boarding school since on the age of 9 years. I always want my people to change their life. I was going with a briefcase with all my clothes, and coming back at home, I was not bringing anything back, just only my sandals and my shirt. So I think African, if you can share, you are going to make a better Africa.
Now, obviously, you've had a success story to the point of where you are now. How have you managed to overcome adversity and challenges that have stood in your way?
There is big challenges in Africa. I think what we need first is peace to make our challenges. Look at like our country, my country, the country of President Kabila. Congo is the